I spent the early years of my life being told where God was, yet I never felt that presence. By the time I turned a bittersweet 16, I was convinced they were a grown-up version of Santa Claus. And the elders would say, "You better not touch yourself, he is watching," like a celestial peeping Tom. I stayed out too late with my boyfriend and was punished with 6 consecutive weeks of church, and was to deliver a dissertation of the sermon to my mother after each service. I didn't know how to tell her I felt more heavenly presence in the backseat of his Mustang than I did in the front seat of a congregation. As an adult, I have started to believe again, but not until I stopped looking, and not until long after I left the church, realizing God never left me. I did not see him, her, them, it, until I was blindfolded, bound, gagged, and had a bottle of spring water poured over me. And there on my knees I entered my new house of worship, a reverse baptism, a holy space of truly divine connection. I once was blind, but now I see. He removed my blindfold, and now I am a believer. Through the pleasure of pain, I became more psychic, more empathetic, more loving. Now I am bound to be free. The most holy place of worship I have walked into was an underground bar-turned-dungeon with 9-inch nails blasting, porn on all the TVs, dildos stuck to the walls as my leather-clad friends and I made our way to the floor. And here I remembered God again. On all fours over a bench, as a beautiful married couple took turns paddling and flogging me, like a more sinister Adam and Eve. Eve ran her fingers through my hair like I was a pomegranate she was ready to consume. And before she could take a bite, I looked up through starry eyes to see the entire spectrum of humanity, playing, moving, experiencing, reveling. Yes, this is my house of worship. This is my Garden of Eden. So why am I finding God in all of the places the church told me not to look? Why did religion start to feel like a fishbowl, yet kink feels like a boundless ocean? Now, I did learn some things from the church, like I can eat and drink a man's body on command, that prayer is something I can still do with a full mouth, and I learned that going to church doesn't make a good person. They say Jesus died for our sins, and I've had some catching up to do. As you stigmatize my stigmata, why does your God get to tell me what to do? All while flooding the earth, murdering, punishing the supposed first woman for eating a piece of fruit that he put there himself. And who appointed him? Sounds pretty fascist to me. The original narcissist who didn't give a shit about consent, but I bet Adam was just begging him to remove a couple of his ribs. My underage body did not consent to the pain of being force-fed religion. But now my body becomes an altar instead of a pawn for the church to tithe. Now I look forward to punishment on my terms because the difference is not just intent, the difference is consent. Now I am bound to be free. And if you don't like anything I've said tonight, go ahead, crucify me.